Welcome. This is your 10 minutes Pilates mobility stretches that you can do after you've woken up from your bed. Let us begin with some of the movements for today's class. Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'll be your instructor for today. You can see we're going to be doing some side series, and we're also going to be doing some lying exercise, and we're also going to be doing lifting and rotation. So let us meet to the ground of the mat. Where we begin with some sitting. Meet me to the center of the mat. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your leg, one leg in the front, and the other leg is going to kick back behind, making it into a triangle shape. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift your arm, crawling your arm to the front of the mat. Now you're going to come lifting your lifting your back behind of your leg off the mat. You're just going to lift, rising your hip. You're just going to rotate hip flexor, and you're just going to lift the leg behind, and you're just going to press your arms down to the mat as you're lifting the leg, making sure your arm is straight, and you're just going to release down the leg. Next, we're going to lift the leg, kicking back to front, while your other leg, your opposite leg, will be in the back, making it into a shape of a rectangle, a triangle. And you're just going to come crawling your fingertips to the mat and the front of the mat where your legs are at, and you're just going to give it a nice left leg, lifting the leg behind. And if this is too much for you, feel free to come crawling more down, coming to a fold, and release the leg back. We're going to come stacking the legs together in front of you. And when you're going to relax the forearm, pressing the forearm down to the mat. And I want you to make sure you have some space, leaving some space onto your side. And I want you to stack both of your legs together. Rising the arm, optional to rise the arm. Actually, rising the arm. As you inhale, exhale, release, coming into curl. I'm going to curl underneath your arm. Your arm is going to come tucking into during the needle. And release the arm up to the sky, gazing to the fingertips. And then you're going to curl underneath, going through the needle. Tucking in your arm under. You're going to go under your arm. Your arm's going to go under. And release down the arm, sweeping your arm to the side in front of you. Great for your spine, for your back. And we're just gonna come relaxing to your side, relaxing your arm, your head onto your arm, and you're just gonna lift your leg, stack away from your other leg. Give it a nice slow contraction. Inhale, exhale out, tapping. You're gonna hold the leg. You're gonna give it a little inch from its chutter and release it down. Give it a 50-degree angle. And we're gonna come stacking your arm, optional to do so, and you're just gonna tap and rotate to your kneecap touching, and you're tapping one toe, and knee, rotating. Okay. Next, we're gonna relax the arm down. You're gonna bring your leg, widen your legs, stack together to in front of you. Inhale and exhale as we slowly grabbing the leg behind, grabbing your ankle. You're just gonna grab your arm behind, give it a nice stretch from your lower back, your spine, shoulders, your head, your calves, your shin, and your core. Making sure your core is engaged each time we do the exercise we're doing. We're going to slowly lift, coming to your opposite. Coming to your other side. Switching sides. Leaving some space, and we're going to throw the needle. Giving your legs stacked together in front, and just going to make room. You're going to go underneath your arm. You should be feeling the back. And if this is too much for you, feel free to do it. Throw the needle on tabletop, and you're just pressing down, pressing your forearm. Optional to do so as well. And then you're gonna make sure your ears are away from your shoulder each time you do it. So let's stack the legs together, and we're gonna rise the leg. Rising the leg for a 50 degree angle, 50 degrees. Feel free to optional to lie down on your head onto your pillow. Imagine yourself, your shoulders are your pillow. You're just gonna give a nice slow control, opening the hips, relaxing down, and we're gonna come rotating to your knee and toe, kneecap and toe. You're gonna rotate. Excellent. Yep. And release and dropping down. We're gonna do each time. We're doing 5 times, 5 of the reps, and then you're gonna slowly extend the arm, reaching to the ankle. You're gonna grab your ankle behind of your leg. And then release the leg down, foot down to the front of where your legs are. And then you're gonna lift yourself up, pressing your palms down to the mat. Excellent work. Next, we're going to come into seated. We're gonna come seated down onto the front of your mat, pressing your arms, lifting a little bit more, moving around. You're gonna bring your arm underneath your leg of your shin behind, and you're gonna leave some space, making room for your leg, and you're just gonna curl, tucking your chin, rising back up, gaze into the sky. Inhale, release. You're gonna curl, making into a C for your back. Imagine your back is a C, like you're making a C, and then you're just gonna bring yourself picking up. Relaxing the shoulders, making sure you're tucking your belly button to the spine, and release up. As you inhale, you're making a shape into a C, and then you exhale, release as you're coming back up, meeting your shoulders up, standing tall, and release it back down. Great work, everyone. Next, we're going to be doing legs. We're going to be working on our lower legs next, for our hamstring, and for our more of your shins. So we're going to come seated. Optional, there'll be modified different types as well. So we're going to extend, dropping one leg, the left or the right, whichever you're at, and you're just going to come lifting the leg away from making sure your heels are flexing and pulling away from the mat. Feel free, optional, to bring your arms behind for more support, and you're just going to lift the leg up, making sure it's flexing, or optional to also, if you want it more challenging, you can grab your both arms underneath one of the leg. Switching to the other side, I'm gonna come switching so you guys can see. Option to come into lying down, bring your forearm pressing down to the mat, leaving some space from underneath your lower back and your upper back, or optional to grab your arm underneath your legs. Or feel free to also lie down, melting your spine down to the mat. You're gonna lift your legs, straighten your legs, and then you're just gonna lift into flexing your heel, making sure it's away from the mat. You should be feeling your shin and your calves and your hip and your hip flexors. Thank you so much for joining with me today. As always, my beautiful friends. Also, if you guys want to have a little shout out to my YouTube channel, or if you guys are doing my YouTube videos, feel free to tag me on Instagram and Facebook to reach out for more people to watch, and to maybe ask your friends or family if they are looking for any out home workouts or anything that really relates to my channel. Please give it a tag. It's called Fit with Jazz, or Jazz with Pilates, or Jazz or Yoga with the Jazz. There's so many tags you can use to give me a shout out, to give you guys a shout out. So for supporting me and my journey to teaching you guys of the exercise that we're doing. Also, just be safe and being mindful around us. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys have a nice day.